Hello everyone, welcome back to our PHP tutorial series. So in the last lesson we covered PHP control structures which help us make decisions in our code. But what if we want to reuse the piece of code multiple times without repeat ourselves? That is where functions come in. So functions allow us to organize our code efficiently and make it reusable. So functions has two types of function. PHP has two types of function: built-in function and use-defined function. Defined function. So built-in function that are predefined by PHP, such as string length function, array function, and more. And user-defined function that are custom function we create to perform specific tasks. So by the end of this lesson, you will be able to create and use function like throw. So before we start to our lesson, so I want to ask you one question. What is a function? So a function in PHP is simply a block of code that runs. We can call it instead of writing the same code repeatedly. We define it once inside a function and call it whenever you want. Things like think of a function like a machine. You give its input, it process something, and then it gives you an output. So PHP comes with a variety of built-in functions to handle string numbers, arrays, and more. So let's check out some useful built-in functions. So I'll give you some examples. So first you need to open SAMS, Apex MSQL, and you need to open this one, VS Code, and then we open our local has first. Oh no, okay. And so I give you the example. Example, I declare text variable and equal the word hello PHP, and then I equal text. First I need to uh, equal string length function. So what is string length function? It's used to count the number of a character. So str string length equal text. Okay. So the result must be either one because we count like one character, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven is a space. 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's the output is 11. And then I do string to lower. It means it's converted to lowercase. So equal string to lower text. Yeah. So all this word it will be converted to lowercase. And then I want to convert it to uppercase. Str to upper. Yeah. So all of this is uppercase. And I will give you one more example about math function. So example, I have equal, we use an ABS function, minus 10. So do you know what is ABS mean and used for? ABS is short from absolute value. This function used to return the absolute value of a number. It removes the negative signs of present. So as you see, equal ABS minus 10, the result must be 10. Yep, because it's removed the negative. And one more is I want to use pove, 2 3. Pove is used to raises a number to a specified power. So the result must be 2 3 times. It will be 8. So and one more time, one more is square sqrt. So this function is we call square root function. So it's return the square root of a number. So if I do 25, it will be 5. It's when the output will be 5. Yes, it will be 5. You got it? And now I give you an example. So built-in function, it have many. So in built-in function, I give you a string example, math example, and array example. So now I give you the array function. For example, I declare array equal 1, 2, and 3, and I use array push. So array push is used to add element to it's used to add element one or many to the end of the array. So if I now I have an array 1, 2, 3, and then I want to add one more array at the end. It's after next to 3. So I call array push, and we do array what array, and I want to add 4 at the end of an array, and then I print uh, uh, oh, so you see 0 is equal 1, 1 is equal 2, 2 is equal 3, and 3 is equal 4. Here is the last value that we add to the end of an array. So as you can see, built-in function makes it so easy to manipulate data. So now let's learn how to create our own function. So in PHP we can define our own function using a function keyword. So example, I create a function, say hello, I equal hello PHP, and then I print it, we say hello, and if we call it to use. Yes, if you didn't calling this function, the result didn't show you, so you must to call this function. Okay, you got it. So we define a function called say hello and call it to print a message. But what if we want our function to work with different values that their parameter coming? So a, a parameter is a value we passes into a function to customize its output. For example, I create a function create, and I declare variable name, and I equal hello and name, and then we call uh, create create, and then we say CodeNow. So the result must be CodeNow. Yes, hello CodeNow, hello CodeNow. So here creates take a parameter names, so we can personalize the creating. And I give you one more example. Example with multiple example like oh, simple I do add number, I do add number num1, num2, and we return num1 plus num2. Okay, and then we equal add number 5 and 10. Okay, so the result is 15. As you see, we have to return num1 plus num2, and then we echo the function that we create at number, and then we give the value 5 and 10. So the output must be 15. So this function takes two numbers, add them, and return the result. So next we continues to default parameter value. What if a function is called without a parameter? We can set a default value. So example, I create a function create user, and I have a variable name equal CodeNow, and then I equal welcome, and then we name is variable name. After that, we need to use default values is create user. Yep. So what is the result? Welcome CodeNow. And then I want to add the name of user. What do we have? PHP. What's the other? Welcome CodeNow. Welcome PHP. Oh, the example I want to add more. Mm, welcome me. Yeah, okay. Welcome me. Okay, as you see, we can use the function to use as many time you want. So if no name given, it's no. If we do like guess, if you do like this, if no name given, it will show the result guess. So next one is a function can also return a value using the return statement instead of just displaying it. So I give you example related to um, I give you an example related to returning a value. So example, I could add a function multiply. I declare value a and the value b and return the value a multiply b, and then I call result equal multiplies 5 and 10, so equal the oh my god, so equal the result is result is the same. Oh no, result, so the result must be 50. Yes. And one more thing, we can do it, delete this, and then we give result multiply, no, multiplies like 5 and 50. Nope. Can we use like multiply 5 and 10? Yep, it's the same. So instead of just printing the result, we store it in a variable for later use. So the next one, PHP also load function without names called animus function or lambda function. So I show you about the example animus function. So example, I declare square, function number, and I return number 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 multiply number, and I equal square like 6. So what is the result? The result must be 36. Yes. So this is useful when we want to store a function in a variable or pass it as an argument. So the last one is we talk about recursive function. A recursive function. So a recursive function is a function that calls itself, useful for calculation like factorials. So example, I do function factorial. I do declare n, and I said if the variable n equals 0, return once, and returns variable n multiplies factorial uh, n minus 1, and then we equal factorial. I do like 5. What is the result? So the result must be 120. Yeah. So we can use a recursive function to do a factorial. So the function keeps calling itself until it's reached 0, calculating the factorial step by step. So uh, and that is, you just learn all about PHP function, from built-in function to user defined parameters, default values, animals, and the recursive function. In the next lesson, we dive into PHP arrays, a powerful way to store multiple values. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next lesson.